Ho, 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 hello. Today we are going to do the Pop Art Santa. So if you chose this video, you are going to need a piece of white paper, some crayons, also some markers, a pencil, and a small cup or lid, something circular that you can trace. All right. Let's get started. So Christmas time is coming up, which is a holiday that many people celebrate in December. Maybe you celebrate Christmas. And one of the things we see at Christmas time is jolly old Santa Claus. So today we are going to create a pop art Santa. And pop art is short for popular art, which means art for all. And pop art is very bold and bright, and there are artists such as Andy Warhol and Lichtenstein and Romero Britto that are popular, that have had their paintings out for all to see. And many times there's a very noticeable, familiar, or popular object that's in their picture, and then it might be changed up in a different way. So today we're going to make a very familiar character, which is Santa Claus, and we're going to pop art him out and make him all bright and bold. So let's start with our piece of white paper, and we are going to fold that piece of white paper in half and then open it up. And then we're going to fold it the opposite way. So both ways, and then open it up. That is going to give us 4 sections on our paper that we can see folded. And that's just going to help us to know where we're going to draw things. All right. Okay, now let's grab our cup, our small cup or lid, and we're going to put that right mostly in this top corner, this top left corner, but then it's going to overlap a little bit into each of the other squares. So not right in the middle. If you put it right in the middle, put it up a little bit and over a lot. So it's just kind of just skimming each of these corners, but it's mostly in that top corner. And you can use your pencil if you'd like to trace it. I'm going to use a marker right now so that you can see it really well. If you want to do it right away with a marker, you can. If you do it with a pencil, then I would go over it with your black marker when you're done, because this is pop art and we want it to be bright and bold. All right. So now you can see I've got my circle in there, and you can tell that it's mostly in this corner, but it's overlapping those other corners as well of the squares. Okay, now let's take our marker and we're going to draw the rest of Santa's body. So right from the bottom of this circle here, I'm going to take a line and I'm going to draw it out diagonally towards the corner. Not all the way, part of the way into that bottom box. And then I'm going to draw a curved rectangular shape there, which is going to be Santa's cuff. And then let's draw his mitten. Now mine's going off the paper. Yours might be going off the paper too. That's okay. Then from there, I'm going to draw a straight line that comes into a little bump, and then a big bump. And I don't have a lot of space there, so you don't really see much of the big bump. Maybe it'll be more on yours. All right, now let's go to this side. We're going to draw a straight line to the edge, and on that one I'm going to go all the way out. Okay, now right from the bottom of the head here, you can see this is kind of on an angle. So if it helps you, you could twist your paper so that it's facing you, so you're not drawing on an angle. Okay, right there, we're gonna take 2 straight lines next to each other and pull them down vertically. And at the bottom of that, I'm going to draw a big rectangle, which will be his buckle. And inside of that rectangle, I'm gonna draw a smaller rectangle. All right, let's make the belt next. So from that rectangle, we're gonna draw 2 horizontal lines coming out to the edge, like so. And then let's draw some little curved lines here. One from like the sleeve to the belt. Same over here to finish off his coat. If you'd like to draw some little circles down this strip for buttons, you can do that as well. Let's draw Santa's face and hat next. All right, start off by the head. We're gonna draw a curved line around the top of the head like so for the brim of the hat. And then from there, I'm gonna draw a big arc that goes into this empty corner at the top. And then from the bottom, we'll curve that up to meet it. And then of course we need a circle on the end for the little puff ball. Now let's make the face. Let's go in the middle of the face and draw a very skinny oval. And then a mustache. So from that circle, we're gonna draw a curved line on that side and a curved line on this side, kind of like a smile, and then go to the end and bring it back into the middle, bring it back into the middle. And then right from there, I'm gonna draw like a big U shape for his mouth that connects to both sides of the mustache. And let's make the beard. So right from the corners of the mustaches, I'm gonna just make kind of a organic wavy line to the edge of the face. And then from there, I'm gonna make a wavy line all the way around the top for hair and some eyes. You can make the eyes any way you want. If you have a different way, if you have your own way to do it, I'm gonna make 2 like rainbow arcs like that, because he's like ho ho ho, he's laughing and he's kind of closing his eyes when he does it. Okay, so let's give Santa some bold design. So I'm gonna grab my red marker. Now this is pop art, so pop art can change the colors of things. If you wanted to make Santa's suit different, like a different color, you could go for it. I'm gonna still do red and just make the design kind of different. But if you want to choose a different color, you can do that. I'm gonna choose red, and I want you should do the designs in marker so that they stand out more. So I'm just gonna make a bunch of squiggly lines in these sections where it would be red, and leave some area, the white sections or these sections that will color black, we'll leave that. Don't do that section. And a hat, of course. Now, instead of squiggly lines, what else could you do? You could do zigzags, you could do polka dots. Think of a bright, bold pattern you could do. Wavy lines, lightning bolts. We'll color the inside of that a little bit later, so we'll get that. What I want to do is color my other little parts. So I'm going to grab a crayon. I need some yellow. And then I'm gonna color the buckle yellow. And I'm gonna do the belt black. So let me get my yellow. Couldn't find it there. There we go. I'm gonna do this with crayon because I really want my bold design to stand out. And these other little areas we want them colored, but I don't want them to stand out or compete with it. So I got yellow. Let me do the buttons yellow too. That yellow is very light. Just grabbed one and I think I'm gonna put another yellow on top of it because I want it to be bold. I don't want it to hardly see the yellow. Is that a little better? There we go. All right, what else? Black, right? Having a hard time finding my colors today. Here we go. Then what I'm gonna do is the suit that I put my red lines all over, I'm gonna color that in with a red crayon so that I can still see that bright, bold pattern underneath it. So I won't color it real dark, but we still want some color on there. Okay, and let me get that mitten as well. I'm gonna keep coloring with my crayons, so I'll do the face, and then I'm gonna move on to the suit there, and then we'll talk about the background. Okay, so I finished coloring in my Pop Art Santa, and now we need a big, bold background. Those of you who learned about Romero Britto remembered this is his style to have those big, bold pictures or patterns in the background. So I made one before, and I made big polka dots in the background. So you could do polka dots, you could do stripes, you could do zigzags, you could do hearts, whatever you want. Maybe I will do big hearts this time. Or you could mix it up. Maybe I'll do stripes and hearts. So I'll just start by adding some big hearts because we love Santa. And then you can pick some bold colors for those hearts or those, whatever you put in the background. You probably will have something else. So I hope to see different patterns. I love to see things that are different than what I think of. All right, all artists have their own ideas. I like to give you the start of kind of how to do something, and then you can put your own style and flair on it. So I'm adding some stripes here. And I'm gonna make the hearts, color that in with marker. Maybe I'll make a mix of green and red. And then the stripes, I think I'm gonna, or maybe I'll do, I'll do keep some of the stripes white so that I have a little bit of white in the background, and then add some other colors. So I will keep working on coloring it in my background right now. I finished coloring my background. So you can tell how big and bold this Santa looks with all of those bright colors and big patterns. And here's my other one that's a little slightly different. You can see them both in there. hard to fit back in there because they're so big and bold. So when you make your pop art Santa, remember you can use different colors if you'd like. Of course, try to use some different patterns and ideas and just have some fun with it. I cannot wait to see your pop art Santas. Please post them to Seesaw when you're done. Ho, 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 goodbye.